Welcome to this tutorial on slicing with negative indices in NumPy. In this video, you'll master advanced array slicing techniques that allow you to access elements from the end of arrays efficiently. Negative indices provide a powerful and intuitive way to work with array data, especially when you need to reference elements relative to the end of the array rather than the beginning. Before diving into slicing, let's understand the fundamental difference between positive and negative indices. Positive indices start counting from 0 at the beginning of the array and move forward, 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. In contrast, negative indices count backward from the end of the array. -1 refers to the last element, -2 to the second to last, -3 to the third to last, and this pattern continues. This dual indexing system gives you flexibility in how you access array elements. Let's see how positive and negative indices map to the same array elements. Consider an array with 5 values, 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. The positive indices are 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4, counting from left to right. The same elements can be accessed using negative indices, -5, -4, -3, -2, and -1, counting from left to right. Notice that the last element can be accessed as either index 4 or index -1. This demonstrates that both indexing systems point to the exact same memory locations. Now let's use negative indices to access individual elements. To get the last element of an array, use index -1. For our array, r bracket -1 returns 50. To get the second to last element, use index -2. This returns 40. This approach is particularly useful when you don't know the array's length in advance, as -1 will always give you the last element regardless of how long the array is. Negative indices become even more powerful when combined with slice notation. To get the last 3 elements, use r bracket -3:. This returns an array containing 30, 40, and 50. The slice starts at index -3 and goes to the end. To get everything except the last 2 elements, use r bracket :2. This returns 10, 20, and 30. The slice starts from the beginning and stops before the element at index -2, effectively excluding the last 2 elements. You can mix positive and negative indices in the same slice for maximum flexibility. For example, r bracket :1 extracts elements from index 1 up to but not including the last element. This returns 20, 30, and 40. Notice how this excludes both the first and last elements. Another useful pattern is r bracket :2, which starts at index 2 and continues to the end, returning 30, 40, and 50. Mixing index types allows you to precisely define the portion of the array you need. Negative indices work seamlessly with negative step values to reverse arrays. To reverse an entire array, use r bracket ::1. This returns 50, 40, 30, 20, 10 in reverse order. For more control, you can reverse specific sections. The slice r bracket :4:1 starts at the last element and moves backward, stopping before index -4. This returns 50, 40, 30. Negative steps combined with negative indices give you powerful control over array traversal direction. Let's recap the key concepts. First, negative indices count backward from the end of the array, with -1 always referring to the last element. Second, you can mix positive and negative indices within the same slice operation to precisely define your array segment. Third, use negative step values to reverse entire arrays or specific sections. These techniques make your code more readable and eliminate the need to calculate array lengths manually. Master these patterns, and you'll handle array slicing with confidence in any situation.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.